Fight fans, welcome back to the Serbian Centre in beautiful Windsor, Ontario, Canada, where the lights are bright, crowd is electric, and the next generation of MMA warriors are ready to make their mark. This is MMA Rising Stars, Windsor versus everybody, where hungry prospects become household names. See the stars of combat sports future today. I'm Drake Demore, your voice of MMA Rising Stars, and I'm honored to be joined by John Ramdeen, who, if I'm not mistaken, making his debut here in Windsor.
Actually, I've called fights here in Windsor before.
Okay, cool.
So it's just one of the great fight towns. It is gritty. It is full of energy. I mean, when you're talking about mixed martial arts royalty, certainly in Canada, this is a city that has produced their fair share. You just look at UFC veterans Kyle Prepelic and TJ Laramie, as well as rising star Tony Laramie. You know the fight scene is very healthy here in this border town.
That's what it's all about. Right out of MTC, Maximum Training Center, Windsor. We got to give them a huge shout out for putting on yet another martial arts extravaganza showcase, and this time pure mixed martial arts. Three-minute rounds for every fight you'll see this evening. Tonight you'll witness raw power, skill, heart of all those athletes who have been grinding day after day for this very moment. As we get ready for our first fight of the evening, let's send it over to Kara Rowe, your ring announcer, the Hall of Fame undefeated boxer.
All right, we've got some volume. All right, Windsor, thank you so much for being here tonight. This is Rising Stars, the next generation. If you're ready to see some fights, make some noise! Ooh, and sound effects. Let's go. Tonight's fights brought to you by Sylvan Helping Heroes. We do have a 50-50 draw for the Helping Heroes. Olivia is out there, and she's going to collect all the cash in your wallet. So just make sure you get that out. BioSteel, Penalty Box, Hot Tubs and Spa, Chow Cafe, Gorin, Team Remax, Conquer Constructions, Dominion Collision, Bikini Wax Bar, Fight Bonus, the Demore Group, which I saw them right there. Let's make some noise, a lot of big things happening in LaSalle. Unimore 444. So let's give a round of applause to our sponsors. Let's go. Officials in charge of the action tonight, referees and judges, Ben Ormans, Patrick Gula, Patricia Vandermeer, Jesse Gross, Marina Monahar. Official scorekeeper, sorry, I have to speak slowly, there's a bit of a delay. So I haven't had anything to drink, I swear. Official scorekeeper, Jim Monaco-Bon, timekeeper Al Duffy, physician Dr. Kim Silvaggio. We also have Border City EMS here helping us out. And I'll be Kara Rowe, your ring announcer for this evening. And we're ready to kick things off. The first fight of the evening will be 3 rounds in the featherweight division. First up, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for Josh the Great Henshaw.
Josh Henshaw, the first combatant to make his way to the cage here in Windsor, Ontario. In this 145-pound affair, Henshaw will have the advantage in experience as he has stepped inside of the cage once before.
Indeed, no stranger to these parts is the great Joshua Henshaw. He has a record of 1-0. And making his way from Sealy's Bay, just north of Kingston, traveled all the way down here representing 5 Rings MMA to put it all on the line. I mean, that's a long travel to come down here and do what you love, but that's what it's all about, especially at this stage of the game.
Yeah, that's really a lot of these athletes, you just don't know what their intentions are. Some, their goals are to be the greatest fighter in the history of combat sports. Others just want to test themselves. Others like, hey, I've been training for a number of years. I want to go in there and showcase my abilities. And this is a great opportunity, a great platform for these athletes to do just that. A big pop for Hardy Richards, making his amateur mixed martial arts debut. in front of his hometown crowd, and that has to be a ton of pressure.
Well, that might make him a little bit more comfortable, John. I've actually trained with this guy, I've grappled with this kid. He is tough, to say the least. And he's young, man. So he's got a bright future. Like he said, he's making his debut in amateur MMA today with a record of 0-0-0. Maybe a slight disadvantage. Very, very slight when it comes to experience, as we talked about before, John, but as well in weight. Joshua Henshaw weighed in at 145 on the money, where Hardy Richards is just a hair under him at 144.4. Representing MTC Windsor, we are going to see a lot of fighters in their hometown this evening, and this is going to be our first of many. We have 7 MMA bouts for you this evening and 2 grappling showcase matches later on.
And Drake, you talked about the fact that you have a jiu-jitsu background, you spent time training with Richards. Is it as simple as he wants to drag this fight to the ground where he is comfortable in that jiu-jitsu realm, or is it, hey, let's try it on?
From what I know about this kid, it's let's try it all. Obviously, I've only seen him at the discipline that I was able to have the privilege to, train with him, as you see him making his way to the ring here. Comfortable as ever. This is what this kid strives for. Honestly, he's been around almost every gym in Windsor, honing his craft, sharpening his skills in order to get better. That's what it's about. Go to different clubs, train with different people, see what you can learn. So that tells me that he loves this sport. He's passionate, and he's going to put it all out on the line. Doesn't matter if it ends up on the ground or not.
Henshaw, you see him inside of the cage, trying to stay focused. Looks like he is in tremendous shape as he awaits his adversary.
Indeed, 2 young men in incredible shape. Hardy Richards cut a lot of weight, it seems like, for this one, but he's in the best shape he's ever been.
And you see mixed martial arts royalty in his corner.
DJ Laramie, Kyle Prepperlick, and Cedric Ben representing MTC.
Our Rising Stars Next Generation, brought to you by Guarantee Remax and Conquer Construction. This will be 3 rounds in the featherweight division. To my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weight 145 pounds, comes to us with 1 fight, representing 5 rings MMA from Sealy's Bay, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Josh the Great Henshaw. And to my left, fighting out of the red corner, weighing 144 pounds, making his debut in the cage tonight, representing MTC and Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Hardy Richards. The referee with fighter instructions.
We've gone over the instructions in the back. Do you guys have any questions? Okay. Please touch gloves if you want. Fight fair, okay?
3 3-minute rounds at 145 pounds.
Pressure is on for the hometown boy, but he looks as calm and collective as ever.
Waiting for the cage door to close. Josh Henshaw in the black shorts with the blue wraps. Hardy Richards standing across the cage in the red wraps immediately. Henshaw looking for big hooks, trying to end the night.
Right off the bat.
And look at this.
And look at
an
the
immediate takedown by Richards. Great fight IQ.
Wise move. Right away, the intensity setting in, and he wants to bring it to the ground.
Henshaw on fire, wants to end things before they get going. Over top of the younger Richards. Richards back to his feet. Immediately shoots in, leaves his neck exposed for the guillotine choke.
He's got a threat there for sure, John. It's hard to tell from here if he's got it locked in, but jumping to that other side is Hardy Richards. If he can clear that leg, and he's out. He is out.
Richards wants to settle down now in a great spot. And here, I believe it's TJ saying position first for Hardy Richards.
And look at this, he's got an inverted triangle on him.
How did he get that in?
It's quite tight. Look at this. Cranking on it. Look at Henshaw's body turning red, John. Circulation is definitely getting cut off.
There is air, though.
There is air. He's able to survive.
There's some space.
But it's working somewhat. He needs to adjust that tighten that triangle up.
The question
Look
is,
at this.
Richards, does he run the risk of burning out his legs?
Indeed, this is only the first round. What's considered that too? I mean, this first round feels like a full fight, but
trying to convert, I thought, to the Kimura. Still squeezing is Richards, and now he abandons that, gets back to his knees. Henshaw was thinking about that takedown. You hear the corner of Richards saying, watch your head. Nice right hand.
Beautiful.
Sneaks through for Henshaw. Wild hook on the break.
Wild first round so far, Johnny. Look, it's still with a lot of energy is Joshua the Great Henshaw.
Big
punches,
wild shots.
And another takedown attempt, flies by Hardy Richards.
And that one just a little bit easier than before as he advances to the mount position. But a sweep secured by Josh Henshaw. Hard to tell if the idea of an anaconda choke.
Bit of a dogfight here, and he's looking to sink in something. Look at that guillotine.
That guillotine.
Trying to turn the tables on him. Not able to get it in.
Trying to get to a better position in the dying seconds of round number 1. Henshaw trying to land some big shots. Or sorry, excuse me, it was Henshaw eating those shots at the end of the round. Richards pops back to his feet and back to his corner.
An intense first round for a lack of better terms, John. At this point, it could go either way. I mean,
back and forth.
Must be exhausted.
Yeah.
So they still got a lot of time to go. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot. That's something I always say. 3 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but even 6 minutes doesn't sound like a long time. But boy, they got a lot in store ahead of them.
You're redlining it in there. That's the issue, is when you are going in there, especially at the amateur ranks, you have real no comparison. So you're just going in there trying to end things as quickly as possible. Your heart rate is through the roof. Now it's time for them to listen to their corners, listen to the pro expertise, especially if you're Hardy Richards, TJ Laramie, Kyle Grappling, giving you world-class instructions. They are trying to give you the best advice humanly possible going into round number 2. And Henshaw, what do you think he needs to do to find success in this second stanza?
He's got to be calm, or not calm and collective, but he's got to control that energy. You can see he looks a little winded, he's huffing and puffing, but he still has that energy in him. He can still just blast it out of anywhere. But how long will that last? So we have to...
And we saw the firepower. Will he continue to land those big hooks? There you see the lead left hook.
Yeah, he's not shying away from it at
all. Richards just trying to stay tight.
See the hands down.
Yeah. Hands down indeed by Joshua Henshaw. And another takedown secured.
He saw the hands down. He could have went upstairs, but he decided to kind of break him down a little bit.
Trying to get to the other side, and he does just that. Wants to make it a real rough ride for Joshua Henshaw.
We didn't get the ages listed, John, but definitely looks like an age difference here between the two. And that could be a favor for Hardy Richards.
North-south position by Hardy.
Again, training with this kid, man, I know he has just an unlimited tank, so he can go forever. Different setting, though, here when you're in an MMA fight. It's not the same like training. And here he's got his back.
A very good position for Richards. One of the, if not the most dominant position. Being on the back, you see him hammering away to the body. Excellent choice.
Not just focusing on the grappling and jiu-jitsu, applying some strikes there too. Very wise.
Trying to come around on top. And
this is what it's all about, man. Mixed martial arts, combine it all. He's sprawled out now. That's a
terrible sign there. You see him trying to get back to Turtle. But he's got to do something. He just can't. And they're trying to get under the neck. Looking for the Mataleon, the rear naked choke. With a ton of time. Still in round 2. And great choice.
The first round was very tight, John, but this one we got to give the Hardy so far. Obviously, he's been dominant. This could be critical for this fight, depending on how long it goes, of course. But look at these shots.
And part of the issue was we saw the fatigue. It looked like the fatigue was manifesting for Joshua Henshaw.
If you're a Simpsons fan, I always say it's the Homer Simpson mentality.
That's right.
Just keep getting hit until your opponent is too tired, and that could be something that Joshua Henshaw exactly does. Because even though he looks tired, that energy comes out of nowhere. So he's still looking for that last shot, and he knows that it's possible. You can win a fight that way.
And if you're Hardy Richards, you just got to keep wearing him out. You got to make sure he doesn't have anything
That's what we're
left.
seeing
That's
right
right.
here. That's what we're
Make
seeing
him
right
constantly work. Continue to smash him in the body. Give him no air as you're getting set for round number 3. Because with a performance like this in round 2, you would imagine the momentum is on the side of Hardy Richards.
Yeah, it's going to put him in the driver's seat going into the 3rd round with only 20 seconds to go.
But it must be, I'm sure it'd be real nice to finish before the end of the second round.
Of course, and he's got a good opportunity here, dominating the 2nd round. Still looking for, look at the triangle. Oh, looking to sink into triangle, but now
Final
on his back.
seconds.
Ooh,
Oh, and look at this.
too high.
Henshaw getting out, waiting for his opponent to get back to the standing position, trying to land some big hooks again, as you pointed out, had some stored energy.
He's a brawler, to say the least. The great came for a fight. He came guns a-blazing, hands swinging, and he's got 3 more minutes to make it his.
Josh Henshaw showing his toughness over the course of 2 rounds, trying to recover on the stool as he was dominated in the 2nd frame.
Every round, every fight, John, is a learning experience. And right here is where you might learn the most. When you're in that vulnerable position, you might be tired, you might be beaten. And this is where, again, you look at Hardy Richards, learning from TJ Laramie, Kyle Prepelin, guys who have fought in the UFC. This is a huge moment for him. Joshua Henshaw's ready to
He's
go.
up. He's up.
ready to go.
I'm recovered. I'm good. I want to land these big punches to my opponent's face right now.
And he's got to get himself a victory here. The only way it could be a stoppage for Joshua Henshaw unless he has a huge 3rd round.
Well, we know he has dynamite in his hands.
Exactly. And
You've seen the big swings, and you know the impact is there. If they land, they're going to do damage.
That's why he's got to rely on here. 3 more minutes in the cage.
Does Richards waste any time before looking for the takedown? 3rd and final round. Nice low
Very
kick.
nice.
Thunderous shot.
A different Joshua Henshaw than we've seen in the last 2 rounds too, John.
Excellent stuff.
And Hardy Richards, 2 tries to get stuff, but here is the punching power, pure punching, and another takedown brings him to the ground.
Awesome stuff by Richards. And you hear the corner of Richards saying you have more than 3 minutes.
Little scramble here. Look at
Time to finish.
attacking the leg is Josh Henshaw. It's hard to see from that corner there, but he did invert and look to grab a leg for something. But Hardy Richards still in control here. At the side.
Had an arm choke.
Yeah, looking to threaten that, get to the other side. He can free that leg. Now he's in the mount, and Joshua Henshaw could be in some trouble here.
Not
we
a
know
whole
he's
lot
tough.
of real estate.
We
but
know he's
enough.
tough, though.
And trying to press down, trying to get that squeeze. Trying to end the night of the fighter in the blue corner, Josh Henshaw. Just
sure if it's
squeezing
quite
away.
there. He tapped.
The tap. Hardy Richards gets the job done before the end of the 3rd round, to the delight of the crowd.
The hometown boy in his debut. Look at the sign of respect here too, John. This is what it's all about. We talked about this being a learning experience, and that is
For both
sportsmanship
guys.
on display. Of course,
both guys,
no
yeah.
matter what. It doesn't matter what you walk out here with, you're walking out with a lesson. You're walking out with knowledge, and you're walking out better, no matter what the result is.
And Henshaw was very excited. Even
Right from the get-go.
Yeah, right from the get-go. He had a mission, his mission. I was trying to terminate my opponent. It just didn't end up that way over the course of 3 rounds.
That being said, John, he put on a show.
Yeah.
Our first fight here in Windsor for MMA Rising Stars, Windsor versus everyone. If you're watching on MTC Windsor's YouTube channel, I hope you enjoyed that one, because I sure did. I think you did too, John.
I certainly
That was
did.
a good start, and we know there's going to be a lot of good fights tonight.
Noise for both of our fighters, bringing the first fight of the evening. At 1 minute and 8 seconds in the 3rd round, by head and arm choke, we have a submission. Put your hands together for your winner Hardy, congratulations, exciting your first time in the cage tonight. How do you feel about your performance?
It's good. I'm tired. Can't wait to go to sleep.
Okay, well, talk to me a little bit about your training leading up to the fight tonight. I'm looking over here, some UFC vets, TJ Laramie, Kyle Breppelek. What does that do for your confidence? How is your training being leading up to tonight?
Well, being able to train world-class fighters allows me to, I don't know, work better, get better work in. It's fun, it's hard, it was worth it. Thanks.
A lot of friends and family here tonight. Crowd making a lot of noise for you. Anyone you have to thank for tonight?
I'd like to thank God, my coaches. I'd like to thank the crowd for coming out. Without y'all, none of this wouldn't happen. So, thanks. I love y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And for Hardy Richards, that's what it's all about. Our first fight of 7 this evening. What a way to start, man.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Hardy Richards, this is exactly what it is about, in the sense that, yes, this is amateur mixed martial arts, but you see this kid's promise.
Oh, 100%.
Very, very talented in his amateur debut, making very intelligent decisions, fighting hard. Things didn't go his way right from the get-go. He had to adjust, make different decisions, and he found a way. It's just tremendous to watch. This is seeing the growth inside of the cage. Very, very impressive.
You gotta imagine he did not anticipate that start from Joshua Henshaw too. So obviously had to change the game plan a little bit. And yeah, just what a display from a young kid. We didn't get the ages, John, but I'm pretty sure Hardy Richards is only 18, 19 years old. A huge future for him, and we're going to see a lot of men in that same boat this evening. Looking at up and down the card, I know it's going to be a good night for the matchmakers. They're going to get a lot of praise, because when we get to that main event, man, it's going to be good for sure. Coming up next, we have a guy who we've seen here in Windsor put on quite a show. He's going up against someone from up in the GTA, if I'm not mistaken.
Evolucao Tai.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're going to get into it very soon.
And that's one of those gyms, like when you think about MTC versus Evolucao Tai. Evolucao Tai, you know, coming from that famed Shoot a Box Academy back in the day from Brazil, Maurizio Veo, Andre Dida. These guys have done a tremendous job producing world-class talent that understands how to entertain the crowd. And their style is that it's mixed martial arts, but first and foremost, it's Brazilian Muay Thai, that mentality. So a matchup with MTC, with that kickboxing, MMA background, up against Brazilian Muay Thai mixed martial arts, it is going to be a hell of a fight.
And that's exactly how this world of mixed martial arts started way back in 1993. And this is where you see it more on display, right? I trained Thai boxing. I trained Jiu-Jitsu. Well, let's put them up against each other and let's see what happens to get more experience, to learn and to grow the sport together. And we got to, again, we thanked MTC for this, but it's remiss if I don't mention Reno Balcastro for putting this on. We always give him a shout out at the end, but I figure we'll slip it in a little bit earlier here as we get ready for our second fight.
All right, fight fans, and our next fight of the evening will be 3 rounds in the bantamweight division, brought to you by Dominion Collision and Bikini Wax Bar. First up, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for Garrison.
A bantamweight tilt as they debuting Garrison Mack, representing Evolucao Tai.
Weighed in today at 135.6 pounds. This could be a even faster paced fight than we just saw, John. And that's a crazy statement to make.
And you know what? That's really what you're getting with these Evolucao Tai guys. They are just firefighters. You see Maurizio Veo there rocking the mohawk. These guys are all well prepared, and they are DTF down to fight for sure.
I gotta use that more often. That's awesome. Everyone here is DTF, that's for sure, and that's what we're here to do. It's MMA Rising Stars, Windsor versus everyone. I'm Drake Demore, joined by John Ramdeen. Heard from Kara Rowe, and we're going to send it back to her to introduce Garrison Mack's opponent, another hometown boy. Two individuals making their amateur MMA debut in this next fight.
And this opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Put your hands together for
Chris Nicalaou representing MTC here in Windsor. You hear the ovation. And as we mentioned, Drake off the top, fighting in your hometown can be a lot of pressure. For some people, pressure can wilt them or can turn them into a diamond.
And that's exactly why they put Chris Nicalaou up against a competitor from Evolucao in Toronto, man. This kid, we've seen him here in this building. That's the only advantage that he might have, is that he's fought in this building, kickboxing, amateur boxing, beyond. So he has the experience fighting at home, but this time a new challenge for him. He's never been inside an octagon like this. A different environment makes a difference.
Super cool, and I love those stories of these athletes that test themselves in different realms, whether it's in boxing or kickboxing or jiu-jitsu or mixed martial arts. Some of these athletes are just combat sports competitors. It's just ingrained in them.
Hello, fans. Once again, this fight will be 3 rounds in the bantamweight division, brought to you by Dominion Collision and Bikini Wax Bar. First up, to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 135 pounds, making his debut in the cage tonight, representing Evolucao Time MMA out of Toronto, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Garrison. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing 137 pounds, making his MMA debut in the cage tonight, representing MTC and Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Chris Nicalaou. Referee with fighter instructions.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the grass.
Final instructions from referee Patrick Coulon. This fight scheduled for 9 minutes, 3 3-minute rounds. The amateur ranks. Chris Nicalaou in the gray shorts and the red wraps. His opponent Garrison Mack in the dark shorts. Drake Demore, John Ramdeen, your broadcast team. It has been a great night so far, and we anticipate there are more fireworks still to come.
Yeah, we're just getting started, and I anticipate some fireworks maybe right now.
I think so.
It seems like it. Look at this.
Garrison Mack wasting no time.
The pressure on from Nicalaou.
Nicalaou holding and punching. And
a little slip there, but wisely going to the body.
The body lock by Garrison Mack, right up against his corner.
Ooh, tough
slamming
knees.
some knees into the inside thigh of Nicalaou.
Looked like Mack was maybe going for a takedown there when he got up from that slip. Good to kind of rise up from there, but also wise, just grab that bear hug, and now do a little grappling against the cage. Also wise to throw in some strikes there. We saw some devastating knees inside of Nicalaou's legs.
Excellent balance displayed by Nicalaou. Manages to break. Two separates, moving forward is the bull Nicalaou. But Garrison Mack showing his power. Looking for the trip takedown, secures it.
Nice
little, good little scramble there. Both fighters getting back to the upright position.
Just when Mack looked like he was going to take advantage with the grappling there, Nicalaou surprising him.
Garrison Mack digging for underhooks. Both guys trying to win that battle. Nice.
Big.
Beautiful knee up the midsection. Nicalaou returning fire. Nice dirty boxing by Nicalaou.
I have to imagine this is kind of not what Nicalaou wanted. He's known as a good striker. Getting that grappling in him could throw him off a little bit. But like you said, that dirty boxing is just very effective.
Oh,
his right hand.
Yes, excellent.
That did some damage. That did some damage.
And that's the dirty boxing that's been doing really well for Nicalaou here in the first round.
He's got Cedric Ben in his corner.
Garrison Mack just trying to settle down. Nicalaou circling off the cage and firing away.
For another big one.
That kick.
Nice takedown. Garrison Mack's grappling has been almost a saving grace this round. But look at the sweep. Look at the threatening armbar now, though, is Mack.
This is tremendous stuff from these two young 135-pound athletes.
Triangle threaten there.
No space right now. Nicalaou firing away. Garrison Mack trying to create space as he advances forward, landing that left hand. And a left hand by Nicalaou.
An exhilarating first round here. 30 seconds to go.
Throwing everything but the kitchen sink at each other.
Gotta love it, John.
Mack scoring. As Nicalaou was looking to advance. And now Nicalaou cross-side position, it looks like.
That's the third takedown that Mack has attempted where Nicalaou re-rolls him or takes advantage somehow.
The dying seconds of the opening frame. And a lot of energy used.
That is true. That is true. It's hard to say, but maybe in favor of the red corner there. Well, we still got 6 minutes to go. This is anyone's game. So will they even go the distance in this one?
Wild.
Wild first round.
Absolutely wild first round. We got to see it all. We got to see strikes. We got to see grappling. We saw distance fighting. We saw in-close fighting. We saw kind of submission threats.
Well, this is why we love it and why we have the best job, man. We have the best job, best seat in the house. This is what it's all about, showcasing the world of mixed martial arts in Windsor, Ontario. Like you said, it's been a hotbed for combat sports for many years, and we like to bring everyone together here in the Wind City. We had fighters from up near Kingston earlier, GTA right now, and we're going to travel to a new province after this one. See how long this takes. This could end early.
And we also have to, we talked about what it takes to put on a show like that. Shout out to my man, Rinaldo for giving these athletes an opportunity to step inside of the cage. But I also have to give a shout out to my man, Alex Caparici, the matchmaker, especially considering right now in Ontario, the wild, wild west, very difficult to get fights made. And the fact that not only did Alex get the fights made, he put on hell of a fights. Like, this is competitive.
And this is only our
awesome.
second. Look at the way we're reacting, man. Indeed, it's the passion. We talk about the fighters and us having passion, but it's also the promoters,
That's right.
man.
You want fights that are going to serve the fighters. And
And this is it, right back at it.
Oh, big, beautiful shot in close by Nicalaou.
It's amazing how you can do that with such little distance.
There's no way this is going the distance.
yeah. For a lack of better term.
But I say that, Garrison Mack, tough as nails.
You can tell just by looking at him.
He is eating all of those shots and moving forward, not afraid of the fire at all.
And engaging in the grappling match, wrestling match at this point.
Exhausting. For people that don't know, just this alone is brutal.
After that first 3 minutes to do this is just sinful.
And then
and
knees in the midsection to boot.
Nowhere, nothing is safe, man. It's not like, we're going to be able to breathe.
Mack looking for that takedown, but look at that again.
Great
readjusting, managing to get the back. Is he looking to get hooks in, or is he satisfied? No, he's not. He doesn't even care.
Tight. That's tight. You got to get those hooks.
One hook in, trying to get the other one in. Very difficult to see from this vantage point.
He's flattened out.
A bad spot if you're Garrison Mack.
Tight.
And the fight is over. I guess Mack went out.
The toughness from Garrison Mack on display. He's out.
Awesome stuff.
From both men. Let's acknowledge that first and foremost. But Chris Nicalaou with his first win in his first fight here in Windsor, in his hometown.
And Garrison Mack, his eyes are open.
Yeah, he's fine. Just for the folks at home,
And for those that have never seen this before, he had the opportunity to tap. He's just trying to find his way out of it.
It's the warrior passion. We talk about the passion. Sometimes that's, it's crazy. Coming from jiu-jitsu, some people will say, I will not tap to that. Maybe an arm bar is a different story, right? But That's again the toughness from Garrison Mack on display. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, of course
after
not.
That one, man.
I'll watch that guy fight again
Exactly.
any day.
Yes, absolutely, and we'd love to have him back here.
This is what mixed martial arts has been built on, right? Like, we compare it a lot to boxing, but in boxing, losses matter. In mixed martial arts, it's the beauty of the fight that is the most important thing.
Indeed. Look at these guys we've seen in UFC for many years. Come up and down, back and forth. Donald Cerrone is one of the greatest example. And Mack's up on his feet. Another sign of display or sportsmanship on display here from both teams, both competitors. What a fight! Only our second here this evening.
Thrilling stuff from both of these athletes as we await the official decision from our second bout of the night here in Windsor, Ontario.
All right, my fans, your winner with 1 minute and 21 seconds in the second round. By the naked choke, make some noise for your winner by double. All right, Chris, congratulations. What an opportunity for us to see you work in here because you had a chance to use your striking, your ground game. Talk to me your thoughts on the fight tonight.
I think it was a decent performance. Wasn't very happy with my clinch work on the cage. I think I'm better than that, but got the finish. Let's go Windsor!
Who do you have to thank for such an outstanding performance and the friends and family here tonight?
I think I got to thank all my coaches, Rinaldo, Paulo, Tony, TJ. That's, of course, them. And I got my awesome girlfriend, beautiful girlfriend in the crowd. She's there every day supporting me, so yeah, thanks everybody.
It was fun. When's the next time we'll see you back in the cage?
I'm ready right now.
Okay.
Maybe the end of the night I'll jump in another.
8th fight of the night right here making a return. Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
Gotta love it. That's what it's all about.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, ready
He's
to
down.
do it again.
DTF.
Cue the Undertaker's music.
And as we talked about, it is a crazy time in amateur mixed martial arts in Ontario. And if he wants a fast turnover, he can get it.
Draw for helping heroes. So we'll learn a little bit about that later on tonight. A 50-50 draw. There's also some information at the back you can check out for helping heroes as well. So our 50-50 draw walking around. Our next fight of the evening will be 3 rounds in the featherweight division. It's brought to you by Hot Tubs and Spa and Chow Cafe. First up, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for Mohammed! Yesko!
Who's doing the checkpoint?
Mohammed Yesko,
You are.
representing Montreal, Quebec.
Our first of 2 coming up from a new province today, and 1 of 2 representing GSC MMA. Weighed in at 140 pounds this evening, and he's coming here sporting a record of 0-1, looking to improve that this afternoon.
Looks like he is in tremendous physical shape.
Saw him in the back, saw him getting ready, and I could definitely agree with that. You can't really see him right now on the feed, but Jacob Dasilva is his opponent, and we haven't seen him yet this evening, so it's going to be a surprise for him. For better yet, for Mohammed Yesko. See what he's going up against.
I love his choice of music. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne.
Absolutely. An absolute legend. And maybe another legend in the making. Just about ready to step into the cage here. Obviously, we got to go through all our prerequisites. Safety is most important. We have to mention at the top of this broadcast, John, this is sanctioned by the Ontario Athletic Commission. Rising Stars MMA, Windsor versus everyone. This is a live cage fight presented by MTC Windsor. Again, I'm Drake Demore, joined by John Ramdeen. Our third fight of 7. We got 2 grappling matches, little exhibition showcases to come up following this one. Boy, it's going to be one exciting evening, for a lack of better term.
Yesko just taking his time, stepping inside a cage, and I think you should. Because you don't know when this is going to be your last time. You can get in there and say, you know what, 2 times, that's it for me.
You came all this way from Montreal, soak in the moment, take it all in, do whatever you want, really.
Put your hands together for
Jacob Dasilva from Bradford, Ontario. Just 20 minutes south of my neck of the woods.
First fight of the evening, not having a fighter from Windsor, Ontario. So again, this is what it's all about.
And one thing we have to notice is the weight difference. Dasilva weighing in 146.2 pounds. He'll have a significant weight advantage in this bout.
I don't know who's repping it. Nobody told me. I didn't even know what was happening until we got here today.
We talked about this being a learning experience, John. We talked about soaking in that moment, too. That's part of this. That's part of this world. This
Every
sport.
element.
Exactly. It's not just getting in the cage and fighting, right? There's so much more that goes into it. You know, you're training in the gym. You're comfortable there. You're on a different mat. You're in a cage. Maybe you don't have a cage at the gym. And you don't have 200-300 people watching you, right? So a totally different environment to learn.
Making weight.
Exactly.
All of those things.
Every single moment from the moment they decided to even do this to now mattered. 2 individuals traveling down for this one too. Again, I mean, we're remiss, we're saying it over and over, but it's what it's all about, man. It's about growing the sport, and these are the individuals that we need in order to do it.
And you see Yesko in the cage just trying to stay warm and limber. Very athletic.
Another aspect of it too, right, John? I remember going to even grappling tournaments and guys getting that adrenaline dump, you know, and like maybe even after the first round, and then you see something change in their body. You learn about science, you learn about health, you learn about everything in the world of martial arts.
Butt fighting on the blue corner. Weighing 140 pounds, comes to us with one cage fight, representing GSC MMA in Montreal, Quebec. Put your hands together once again for Mohammed! Fighting on the red corner, weighing 146 pounds, comes to us with two cage fights, representing Bradford, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Jacob Dasilva. The referee with fighter instructions.
A slight weight advantage for Jacob Dasilva, but also some reach and height, it looks like. Just barely. As they square off here.
You see the smile on Mohammed Yesko's face. He is just dying to get in there.
It's going to be another exciting start. I can predict that right now. I think and hope I'm right.
Yeah, and Dasilva the opposite. You see a stoic look on his face, almost emotionless. But you see the body. The body work is like he's really trying to get after it. He is ready to scrap.
I feel like it's going to be a good fight.
Dasilva in the blue shorts with the red, and
Look at that, going right
immediately
for it.
Yesko wasting no time, dragging the fight to the ground.
Up and down went Dasilva, and now he's got some work to do. Got a little bit of a half guard there, but he's trying to get out.
Yesko looking for the
guillotine. Obviously, he's proficient in grappling, and he wants to go there. Dasilva, we're not positive.
Right to the mount.
And he's in some trouble right now. Is that out, or no? He's still got it. He's still got it.
Squeezing on, rolling from position to position.
Dasilva fighting out of it though.
But for how long? He's not fighting the hands.
He's able to breathe, that's for sure. As tries to sweep him off, but still got control of the head is Yesko.
Yesko trying to fold him,
and now
bails on it and lands a right hand in the break.
I don't think anyone anticipated that at that moment after what we just saw. 1 minute in. Now it slows down just a little bit here. Let's see for how long.
Yesko, I knew it.
Spinning kick.
He's messing with
big right hand.
Another massive right hand. And this is the thing about Yesko. He can mess with his
Big
opponent.
left. Another big left.
Okay,
Dasilva,
I see what we're seeing here. This kid is he has a full arsenal.
He's a honey badger. Oh, I think he got a low one.
Yeah.
And Dasilva in some world of pain here. He took that first right hand, and it didn't really seem to phase him. It was those left hands to the jaw that really started to affect him.
But yeah, he landed a real hard low blow, and you saw the body language.
A knee to lower region there by Mohammed Yesko. It's a mistake that happens.
You got to control your knees.
And we're going to give Jacob Dasilva here some time to regroup. He might need to take all of it. If not 5 minutes, I believe. That'll be a lot. And he could take it all if he wants.
Yeah, I mean,
might need to.
Based on his reaction, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to probably take that.
Not able to even try to get up to his feet just yet.
Oh, just the way that he went down and the way he grimaced. And even now, like right now, you look at him, it's like, oh God, it hurts so much.
Then you get to a little point where it starts to relieve a little bit. It's not gone though. You got to get up and start jumping up and down. Exactly.
Right now, it's like, okay, and this is what he needs. He needs the crowd.
Absolutely.
He needs the crowd to give him some energy. He's like, okay.
Yesko applauding as well.
Okay, it still kind of hurts, but.
Yeah. It was a tough one. Take as much time as you need, Jacob Dasilva. Our third fight here at MMA Rising Stars in Windsor, Ontario, from the beautiful Serbian Centre, where we host all, not most, of our martial arts extravaganzas and showcases, Ontario boxing exhibitions, and now
the referee warning Mohammed Yesko to kind of keep an eye on his weapons. It was unintentional. Like as we talked about, there's a height advantage for Jacob Dasilva, and unfortunately, throwing that knee.
And this is just part of the game too, you know?
Yep.
Oh, wait. What do we see?
1
Deducted
point?
1 point for that.
Wow. Interesting.
Can't say for sure if that was based on any conversation or anything, but the official makes the decision. Trying to I believe, see if Jacob Dasilva can continue. He doesn't look like he's quite ready, but he wants to. Now it looks like we're going to resume this one, man. Minute and 10 seconds left in this first round of 3. Dasilva looks a little bit more comfortable. He took another right hand there, jab.
Yeah, he's leaving his hands really low.
The wild shots coming from Jesko right now.
Yeah, the heat is coming his way.
Could be effective.
And I know other things are coming. Jesko, you can see, he's just waiting to do something.
He's a wild card.
A spinning attack, perhaps. He wants to be a riddle.
Oh,
and a left hand, followed by
hand.
the right, another left hand. Giving his back is Dasilva, eating way too many shots right now.
Yeah, Dasilva was a little reluctant there. And that's how he found himself in this situation. Against the cage, giving up his back to. And look at every shot you can tell.
And I think that's it. Yes, the referee has stepped in.
The referee stopped it.
Seen enough. Jesko just too athletic, too explosive.
The crowd doesn't like it.
The crowd doesn't like it. Maybe too arrogant?
Mohammed Jesko doesn't care. He's liking it. He's loving it.
A tremendous performance by the young man from Montreal. Came into this fight with a weight disadvantage, but it did not seem to matter as he buzzsawed his opponent. And I'm sure this is a young man that we're going to see more of in the coming months and years.
I'm sure you'll cross paths again, John. You've been up and down the road of martial arts, mixed martial arts in Ontario for so long. And when you can see potential in someone, that says a lot, man.
It's just how long are they going to keep it going? Because this is the hurt game.
It's funny you say that, because I was even talking to coaches in the back, like boxing coaches. I don't think I've ever had someone come to me to train with me that wants to do a fight. You know what I mean? Anyone that ends up doing it, that was their second thought. You know, they don't come into the gym saying, I want to be a fighter one day.
They're just going in to learn some skills, maybe shed some pounds, learn about this very interesting world of combat sports, and the next thing you know, they're in a cage fighting another human being.
I know, I remember talking to athletes saying, like, how did you end up deciding you wanted to fight? And sometimes they say, hey, my coach just put me in it, but Mohammed Jesko seems to be passionate about it. And if you're Jacob Dasilva, again, nothing to be ashamed of. He came down here from Bradford to put on another showcase here and showcase his skills, test himself, and that's going to be a learning experience.
All right, we'll throw it up to Kara for our official decision.
All right, fight fans, your winner with 2 minutes and 7 seconds in the first round by TKO. Make some noise for Mohammed. Let's go.
Sign of respect, which I love. Kara standing by with the victor.
Congratulations, getting the TKO. I know it's a rough start with the knee, it happens. And you have a lot of weapons out here.
I think we need a translator.
Tell me your thoughts on the fight tonight.
Easy work. Tout le temps sur le gym, je m'entraîne every day, je suis là pour tout le monde. Hey guys, anyway!
All right, congratulations on the fight tonight.
Man of few words, but you know, I think he understands the entertainment factor.
And that's a part of it, John. I mean, we can't shy away from that. He's an exciting guy to watch.
That's it.
No matter what. So.
Easy work, as he said.
Oh, man. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it.
And that's what you want. You want these are people that have chosen to come here on their Saturday night. They want to leave here thrilled.
Grappling matches.
Yeah, he has everything to be thrilled of. Nothing to take away from him. But I'm hoping to see him back here in Windsor or somewhere. So I gotta watch his next fight. That's for sure.
And we're taking a break from the mixed martial arts action to showcase some grappling matches.
Big aspect of mixed martial arts. I mean, this is going to be a grappling match. Obviously, a lot of these young men that we're going to see in these next 2 matches focus on jiu-jitsu, but grappling is much bigger than that. You got wrestling, judo, etc., and whatever grappling aspect that you like or can be vital is so important. I mean, in the world of mixed martial arts, it makes a huge difference.
And it's just so fun. If you've never rolled, just go grapple. It's just so much fun.
Sometimes I ask myself what people ask me, and it's like, why do you like that? And sometimes it's just hard to explain, but at the end of the day, it's fun.
It's fun when you're spent, you're exhausted.
Yep.
There's this camaraderie between you and your training partners. You're learning, you're teaching each other. It's a live thing. And when you finish training, it's like, I've accomplished something. I feel like I have a better bond with the people in the room. And it's just, you feel alive.
You're learning, you're improving your health, you're growing the sport as well. And that's exactly what we need. In this next stage here, you're going to see it put on display. Again, a different aspect, but again, going to the youth. And these are the guys that we might see fighting here in a couple of years as an MMA rising star.
As you talked about, a lot of these athletes, they start with a certain discipline and then they get bitten, saying, hey, I just want to come in and I want to learn some boxing. And next thing you know, they have no experience in jiu-jitsu. They try jiu-jitsu and they get bitten by the jiu-jitsu bug. Or the opposite can happen. I've seen it many times. Somebody comes from a grappling background, jiu-jitsu or a wrestling background, and then they fall in love with kickboxing.
Absolutely. It's just, where is my life going to take? Sometimes you don't plan.
That's right.
Right? I never planned to be a jiu-jitsu guy, right? No one does. No one does. But something interests me somewhere down the line. And the biggest thing, folks, if you're listening, if you're watching or listening to us somehow, some way, for some reason, you just got to do it. That's the thing. A lot of people say, hey, I'd like to try that, but I'm just not ready, or I don't know where to go, or whatever. The biggest difference is just doing it. Once you get started, you won't stop. And that's the way it should be. I'll never stop. And sometimes you think, like, oh, my body's starting to break down, but the more forward you go, the more positive your life will be. TJ Laramie is in the cage. Now he's going to be our official for these matchups. 5 minutes, no scoring. It's a sub-only situation.
Love it.
We go to 5 minutes. Both young men's hands will be raised, and better yet, both young men's hands are going to be raised
either way,
regardless. But of course, if we get to a submission stoppage, it will end a little bit early.
And kudos for these 2 young athletes to go in there and perform in front of all these people, a packed house.
Yeah, that's something that we always talk about.
We have a grappling exhibition brought to you by the penalty box. First up, making his way to the cage, competing out of the blue corner, representing Central Combat Sports and Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together for Jack.
It's something we always talk about, and something we haven't really mentioned too much this evening yet, John, but I always say that. It's like a lot of respect for these young men, older men, whatever it is, coming in and doing this, because they got more pride and more cojones than me, man. I wouldn't want, even at a grappling match with my experience, I would be nervous and I'd be reluctant, so kudos to these young men.
Jack, the first competitor to step inside of the cage.
Competing out of the red corner, representing NTCN Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together for Paulo.
MTC Windsor rep. Paulo in the red corner, the adversary of Jack.
It's a showcase of Windsor Jiu-Jitsu this evening here as
bragging rights.
Makes his way down to the cage. I mean, the scene here in Windsor is quite huge. It's weird for, like, not that big of a city to have like 10 different places to go and train. It's quite beautiful to see.
Love it.
All right, this will be 1 5-minute round and ref by none other than UFC vet TJ Laramie with fighter instructions. Any questions?
TJ Laramie in control of the action. This exhibition contest, submission only, scheduled for 5 minutes. If there is no submission, it goes to a draw. The low stance immediately. Paulo in the rash guard. Jack shirtless.
For two young men, you can see the experience level on them right away. Might not be their first ever super match, as they call it in jiu-jitsu. And look at that. Nice shot there with a single leg. He didn't grab it, but just very well done. Nice execution there. There's Paulo representing MTC. Two Windsor boys as Jack now has that body lock. Again, for a young man, look at the physique on him. He's showing it off a little bit.
Watch your head.
And you can't blame him.
Trying to control that tricep.
This is the grueling
Paulo.
part. Really
Yeah, that's it.
Is the wrestling like we talked about before, even in MMA, even in this stage, it's, again, it seems calm, but these guys are, like, it feels like a million miles at a time, right, for these two.
Oh, and you see Paulo trying to get in on that left leg, but Jack is having none of it.
Yeah, the wrestling on display and good defense from Jack. And again, the power coming into play.
TJ Laramie say you can't grab the fence.
Back in the middle
Two
here.
separate. Big gasp of air for Jack. Mouth open. It's been a lot of energy expended here in round one.
A minute and a half into this one again. Looking for the wrestling.
Trying to jump the ghillie.
The guillotine is locked in for Jack. A wise move as Paulo went for that double leg.
Squeezing, but he runs the risk of burning out his arms.
He's got to hop through his guard there, get to that other side, and
close the guard, squeezing for dear life.
Jack may be looking to switch.
And Paulo getting out.
Both hands in. Both hands in. You gotta posture up.
One heck of a display from both young men so far.
Very good matchup. Trying to convert to the triangle choke. Paulo recognizing the threat, now looking for his own guillotine, perhaps.
Big
Jack
takedown.
picking him up and slamming him down.
And this is where they want it to be, almost halfway through this matchup. Time to go to work. High pressure from Jack. Head on head. Now look at this. This could be a little dangerous.
Close guard utilized by Paulo. Now you see him opening it. Now the body triangle anchoring Jack to him. There he's better opening up again. Getting to that hip. Jack trying to stay centered.
Hands in the armpits. Straighten those arms and look to stand up.
Put his head into the cage. Don't grab the fence.
Laramie again warning, not grab the fence.
Get your hands on the inside. Control the
Control his posture. Grab the back of his head, right? Pull him down a little bit.
Yeah, look to stand up, Jack. Stand up.
Very even matchup, very even playing field right now. Jack's in Paulo's guard.
Corner of Jack, advising him to stand up, to just back away. Hard to do with that closed guard.
Square him up a bit, Jack. Square him up.
And there's his opportunity.
Stand up, go.
Paulo controlling the head there. The posture of Jack was able to keep him in his guard.
Minute 30 remaining in this 5-minute submission only exhibition contest.
Feet on the hips.
Jack, I want you to start rotating him to your right.
They're watching on MTC Windsor's YouTube channel. We have many past events on our channel right now that you can watch. A lot of jiu-jitsu matches and almost a nice sweep there from Paulo. But the pressure from Jack has just been his saving grace
Tremendous.
so far.
Trying to stay heavy on top is Jack. Paulo still trying to disrupt his balance.
I couldn't get past the legs there. That's okay. We're back to another even playing field. This is a 50-50 type of situation for folks at home that may not be familiar. They're going to get past the legs and look at is he.
And this is where Paulo's got to really go after it.
Yeah, especially
because anything can happen.
40 seconds
that's
left. This is it.
Shoot up
Nothing
as many
to lose.
submissions as possible, because even if you don't get them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go to the distance and it's a draw. And just like this, Jack jumping for the guillotine because he understands.
He was in control. Even
Take
if
the risk.
this was a scored matchup, that would have exactly been the mentality. Go hard for everything you can in the last 30 seconds, no matter what. If you're winning or losing, it's all about the end sometime here, as we're down to the last 10 seconds.
An excellent back and forth battle. And these two young men with two contrasting styles, really.
Yeah, really.
Awesome stuff.
The future is bright for Jiu-Jitsu in Windsor. These two young men proved it right there in that 5 minutes. I mean, maybe one day there'll be a rematch. Eventually there's got to be a winner between these two. These could be two diamonds in the rough, two prospects here in Windsor.
First grappling exhibition. Let's make some noise for our both competitors, Jack and Paulo.
Good stuff. Both of these athletes putting on a show here in Windsor, Ontario, showcasing the grappling arts. MMA rising stars. Our first of two grappling matchups. Submission only.
Don't forget our 50, Olivia's right here. All right, raise your hand. If you have some cash, all of the cash in your wallet goes to Olivia for our 50-50 draw for our helping heroes. So make sure you pull out some cash, wave it in the air like you just don't care, get some 50-50 tickets from Olivia. For our second grappling match, brought to you by the penalty box. First up, making his way to the cage, fighting out of 8 Jiu-Jitsu. Put your hands together for Griffin!
Representing the blue corner and his team at 8 Jiu-Jitsu in Kingsville. Griffin, the first competitor to the cage.
Love the enthusiasm, front row, that's awesome. And his opponent making his way to the cage, competing out of the red corner, representing MTC Windsor. Make some noise for Adam!
We talked about a showcase of Windsor Jiu-Jitsu, John, so Adam representing MTC Windsor, Griffin, 8 Jiu-Jitsu in Kingsville. This is a county-wide showcase of Jiu-Jitsu. Actually, this kid used to train at our club as well. Right at the beginning, him and his whole family really have like a prodigy of martial artists in their family, John. From a young age, very young, as you can see, started training and had a knack for it. His first showcase, his first matchup, and I'm not even sure if he's done many tournaments, so it's going to be very exciting to see these two go at it, just like we just saw.
Competitor instructions.
Final instructions from TJ Laramie.
This will be one 5-minute round.
One 5-minute round. It is Adam in the blue shirt, the black shorts. His opponent, Griffin, the taller of the two. Will he be able to use that height to his advantage? Leverage, perhaps.
Right away, you can tell two young grapplers, some good experience.
Pulling guard.
A little bit faster here. That's something we did not see in that first matchup.
What type of game does Griffin have? You see his big, long legs. Perfect for triangle chokes,
yep.
Sweeps.
Jiu-Jitsu is a lanky man sport in a way. It can be. It could be anyone's
right.
sport,
That's
really.
right.
You know, like just depends. It's the style of people, really. Sometimes what it comes down to.
Adam not concerned as he's in the closed guard of Griffin.
Had some good head pressure there, but you see Griffin's going to look to try and do a hip bump sweep, but Adam wisely putting the pressure. Look at that triangle comes in.
As we pointed out,
That's tight, man. That's like, look at the angle he's got too. That's trouble. That's trouble for Adam. This kid is crazy. He might not want to tap out too. But
wow, look at him just wild,
he's
trying to look at
he's
this.
a wild kid, man.
Trying to readjust, trying to secure. Wow, and he does get out.
How?
Adam, that was in deep. Excellent stuff. I thought that was it.
That was tight, man. That was so tight. And the angle as he was trying to, I don't know if he was trying to pass or just kind of get some leverage there, and that's where Griffin was able to get that triangle and was immediately tight and angled exactly where you want to be, and that's just the toughness from a young Adam on display.
And again, Griffin, he obviously has a game where he can attack from this, you know, whether it's closed guard, because you saw him trying to attack that guillotine.
Just like anything else, any sport, that's what you need. You need a game plan going into these things. At a very early age, he's got a bright future too.
And Adam's just trying to squash him on top, right? Trying to make it really uncomfortable in this position.
Maybe sink in an Ezekiel choke as he's putting in his right hand there. Oh, no, now he's got around the neck looking for a mounted guillotine if he can, but he's in Griffin's guard, so that's not possible at this time. Adam just putting pressure on the head, and look, he's going to try.
Choke again.
That's exactly what happened. He tried to escape that way, and how he was caught. Learned from his lesson this time. It looks like he's
trying to get past the guard,
there,
but
look at Griffin comes up.
Excellent choice by Adam.
Good use of the legs there, hooking the legs by Griffin, and this is a good matchup again.
Adam being very physical as he gets to the mount position. Okay, I thought he tried to advance to a mount.
Things happen so quick. We still have 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this matchup.
Frantic pace here.
Adam now moves almost past the guard there. You just got to get that right leg out, settle in.
Very active guard by Griffin.
Yeah, he's making it very tough to do. Keeps grabbing that quarter or half guard. You can't seem to get away from it, is Adam.
But Adam relentless. He just keeps going, just
Reefing
keeps
on that
going.
head, but he slips out there.
And then trying to get the back, trying to force the back. Another triangle attempt. Thinking about it was Griffin.
Good escape from Adam again.
And there you see, because he can get up. Griffin can get
Look
up
at
instead.
that.
Oh, very slick move by Adam.
Tight. He's cranking it. He's cranking it with all he's got right now. He's got one hook in. The other's almost there.
A minute
and this
30
doesn't look. That's too much
remaining.
time. That's too much time. There's the tap. There's the tap. After being at that triangle, how does he end up with a victory? Wow.
Awesome stuff.
Jesus.
A great battle back and forth.
Again, another great matchup made here. Got to give it to Alex, man. He's put on one heck of a show, and we're only halfway through. This is MMA Rising Stars put on by MTC. Windsor versus everyone. This is Windsor versus Windsor in the Jiu-Jitsu Showcase. And Adam from MTC maybe making a name for himself this evening.
All right, we send it up to our cage announcer, Kara, for the official decision.
All right, let's hear for both of our competitors in our grappling exhibition, Windsor and Adam. Thank you guys so much. Thank you once again to our sponsors for this evening, Seng, Helping Heroes, BioSteel, Penalty Box, Hot Tubs and Spa, Chow Cafe, Goran Team Remax, Conquer Construction, Dominion Collision, Bikini Wax Bar, Fight Bonus, the Demora Group, and Unifor 444. They're getting mellow. What's with my rowdy 444s? I'm going to call up the Helping Heroes very quickly. We have the 50-50. This is Olivia. She's been walking around collecting all your cash. She also has the option to tap on her phone. So if you didn't bring any cash, Yes, down there. Okay, I feel like I'm at an auction. Down there, we have $400. Okay, so you can tap for her as well. Matt is going to tell us a little bit about Helping Heroes.
I wasn't prepared to speak at all, so I have no idea really what to say. Hold it closer! We started in 2018. I'm an Afghanistan veteran. I was medically released in 2013. Sports has been what helped me get through all this. All PTSD, getting out of the military. I don't know how much louder. I'm hearing feedback too. It's really messy. So yeah, we essentially try to get veterans out of the house, out of their basement, looking for answers at the bottom of the bag or bottle, stuff like that, through sport and activities. So all the help, all the support really helps.
Thank you, Matt, for your service to our country and for helping all of our veterans. We really appreciate everything that you do. Really appreciate from the bottom of our hearts. Helping Heroes. So again, she can take your card as well if you want to buy some 50-50 tickets. We have a couple of minutes and we're going to get started with the next fight after this intermission. Just 2 minutes. I'll make sure everyone's ready and we'll get things started. fight will be 3 rounds in the welterweight division. Brought to you by Silverman and BioSteel. First up, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for Rinaldo.
The second fighter representing GSC in Montreal, Quebec is Ali Rinaldo in this catchweight contest, making his debut.
He's got an opportunity to let his club walk out of here with an undefeated victory following this one, as we just saw Mohammed win by by stoppage, referee stoppage, and yeah, one heck of a showing. Now Ali Rinaldo, just for his team, has big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to be yet another exciting matchup. He weighed in at 167 pounds today. This is our first in the welterweight division. More hands ready to fly here. Again, Ali Rinaldo slowly, methodically making his way to the ring, soaking it all in, similar to what we saw earlier from his teammate.
And you can just feel the energy from their team.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
They're grooving and enjoying the whole process.
But at the same time, they're serious. Like, they mean business.
100%.
They mean business, man. And like, you can just feel that.
They're getting in the zone. You can feel getting in that. The whole team's getting into that flow state,
I feel like
right?
we're going to see a different Ali Rinaldo as soon as he steps into the cage, and here we go.
And just look at him, just taking his time, enjoying the process, trying to get into that zone.
They're there.
A thunderous ovation for Daniel Piccolo, who is making his amateur debut here tonight, representing MTC in Windsor, and I'll have to say it's probably the biggest pop of the night.
Definitely. I mean, this is why it's Windsor versus everybody, but we've already seen so many from MTC Windsor and beyond, and this easily is the biggest ovation we have heard all night for anything or anyone.
Chance of Danny.
As he's accompanied again by local mixed martial arts greatness. You see Kyle Prepelic, TJ Laramie, and his brother Tony Laramie. We haven't mentioned much about him, representing Friesen FC in Japan.
And rocking one of the greatest mullets in the history of mullets.
Always was Tony Laramie. The wild man.
Really is. A tremendous talent. And you know that when you're working with the Laramie brothers and you're working with Kyle Prepelic and Reno Belcastro, that you are doing all the right things in preparation for your amateur cage fighting debut.
You got to surround yourself with like-minded people that want to bring you up and support you. And listen, I'm not going to lie, they're around some of the greatest in martial arts in Ontario and maybe even in the world. Look at all the people that have gone on to the UFC, and again, Tony Laramie and Friesen putting on the fight of the year earlier this year. And that just says it all right there. All over the world, international is this team. Daniel Piccolo making his amateur debut. He looks in top tip shape.
Holy smokes, that guy needs a sandwich.
I feel kind of bad for him.
To my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 167 pounds, posturous, with an undefeated record of 1 win, no losses, representing GSC MMA in Montreal, Quebec. Put your hands together once again for Rinaldo. And to my left, fighting out of the red corner, weighing 161 pounds, making his debut in the cage tonight, representing MTC and Windsor, instructions.
2 debuts here in the cage, John.
Piccolo, final instructions for these two combatants. Match scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Daniel Piccolo looks ready to go. A casual look on the face of Ali Rinaldo. Will he use that tall frame to his advantage and fight from distance? Or does he have some tricks up his sleeves as these two are off to the races?
A little bit of a different start than we've seen in these past fights, John, but again with some intensity. Now a body lock for Daniel Piccolo.
Piccolo does not want to play that distance game with the taller fighter. Instead, gets chest to chest up against the cage right in the corner of Ali Rinaldo.
I'm not sure if we got these weights mixed up, John, because Daniel Piccolo certainly looks to have a bit of a weight advantage on Ali Rinaldo, just the thickness of him.
The thickness, but when you look at the height,
And the height makes a big difference,
sometimes
right?
you just never know.
I know.
The way people carry their weight.
Just impressive to see. Yeah, to build your body too for a fight. I mean, that's a whole nother aspect of the game. And it could really come into favor for him here. That body lock, pressure on him up tight, but he needs to try to break him down to get him to, assuming he wants to get him to the ground at this point.
Piccolo just trying to make it rough and close, trying to force his opponent to utilize energy.
Just over a minute has surpassed in this first round of 3 3-minute rounds. Drake Demore joined by John Ramdeen here on MTC Windsor's YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. Got to get that in as the pace slows down a little bit more. I don't want to say methodical, as kind of in a dogfight here.
Well, Piccolo, he was targeting that single.
Trying to pick up that leg.
Yeah, trying to convert to the double leg, back to the single.
And Ali Rinaldo just doing a good job kind of, oh look, I thought he had a guillotine there for a second, but dude doing a good job just grabbing pressure up top. He had double underhooks for one moment. Now an over end and under. As now he looks like he's breaking down Piccolo. From off the cage too, that's tough to do. Still not in the position that he wants to be. Ali Rinaldo in the blue, and
the referee steps in, says no.
And the crowd wants it, they want more. But Piccolo just presses him right up against the cage. This is certainly his game plan.
He clearly has the plan.
Yep. Especially in this first round here, he's looking to break down his opponent.
I mean, that's a good strategy because we've seen his opponent, Ali Rinaldo, explosive, know that he's tall, so try to take some of that pep out of his step.
Exactly, and he saw that in our last fight of the evening with Mohammed coming from the same club. That's what he got to anticipate, but finally it works out here.
Full mount, right in the corner of Ali Rinaldo.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Piccolo has to take his time, but he doesn't have a whole lot of time. Less than 20 seconds remaining in round number 1. He can certainly send a message to the judges.
Well, this could be all part of the game plan. We might see it unfold in the next round here as 10 seconds remain. Yes,
make
exactly.
Rinaldo work.
No punches to the head.
Punch to the body. Right side.
Shots to the body, but it's Piccolo who ends the round in the mounted position. Certainly sending a message to the judges.
This might be the toughest job for the judges so far this evening. I mean, we've seen a lot of tight matchups, especially in the first rounds of every fight, but then from there, it's unpredictable. This one here, it's going to be a tough one. See what happens here in the second round.
I certainly like the calmness of Daniel Piccolo as he's on the stool getting instructions from TJ Laramie and Kyle Propolik.
Again, this is where you learn. We talked about the greatness of MTC, and this is the most vital 30 seconds that you have in this experience.
But I like that Ali Rinaldo not even sitting on the stool.
Yeah, I mean, especially after, I don't want to say damage that he took, but just being at a bit of a disadvantage, you want to keep that adrenaline up, and you see his corner trying to fire him up.
Trying to fire him up.
That's exactly what we were anticipating. I think he's going to go back to the game plan, lock in here, and try to start it all over again. Because they're looking for a quick finish, too. They're not looking to go the distance at GSC.
Round 2 resumes. Trying to break the wheel was Daniel Piccolo, but excellent balance displayed by Ali Rinaldo.
Don't leave.
Back to the game plan for Daniel Piccolo. Quickly getting to where we saw him at the end. Oh, look at this. A turnaround and a triangle attempt.
Doesn't have it
No, he
secured.
doesn't have it. He's threatening it.
Piccolo out.
Still trying to threaten an armbar or something here, but not much to work with if you're Ali Rinaldo.
Rinaldo on that left hip, but Piccolo passes. That cross-side position. And for those watching at home, amateur mixed martial arts in Ontario at this stage, you're not allowed to punch the head. You can only attack the body of a downed opponent, of course.
This is exactly what Daniel Piccolo wanted. It seemed like Rinaldo had a chance to try and shrimp out and get up.
He almost
really
gave him
would
his
have,
back.
yeah, really would have been the way to go. But yeah, risky move. And now look at this, Piccolo with a full mount.
Halfway through the round, trying to break the spirit of Ali Rinaldo. Head and arm choke, perhaps. No. Rinaldo just trying to make it a rough ride as he softens up the body of Rinaldo. Piccolo in a dominant, if not the most dominant position.
And really taking his time too. He could try to just, go for something, just go crazy and start pounding away, but really
When
taking
do
his
you
time
do that?
working up.
When there's less than a minute remaining in the
Right.
round, he's clearly won almost every minute of this.
He's been in control.
He's been in control. He's been the dominant one. When do you really go after it? Do you wait for the next round, or do you just kind of redline it in the final 30 or 40 seconds?
It's a tough question because it could not work out in his favor.
Yeah.
He could exhaust himself and then go into another third and final round. It could cost him everything. You got to be for sure. And his corner will tell him exactly that, and he'll trust it. I think he'll trust the process.
Trying to make something happen, trying to force that arm up to try to get that head and arm choke. He's trying to get to the...
He's still trying to pass, too.
Final 10 seconds in round number 2. Piccolo in full control. Rinaldo, battered but not broken as he makes his way back to the upright position.
A much different second round than maybe we anticipated, and a much different round than we saw at the beginning here, as Daniel Piccolo just completely controlled that one. That was all Daniel Piccolo.
Piccolo still feels like he's full of energy. How is the last 3 minutes going to transpire?
That's more than impressive. After those last 6 minutes, I wouldn't be standing, John, so. Got to give credit where it's due for every athlete stepping in the cage today, but it just gets more and more intense as this evening goes on.
Final 3 minutes. Daniel Piccolo in the light-colored shorts with the red wraps. His adversary, Ali Rinaldo, in the black and white with the blue wraps. Piccolo, how much time does he wait? Waste no time.
No. That leg kick was loud. That had to do some damage, and I think he realized that. Shot right in for this body lock here. This has been his game plan all evening, and it's been working for him, so why not go back to it?
Trying to force it.
He's got a lot of time to work with.
Double underhooks, trying to land that takedown, but Ali Rinaldo, good awareness.
Defense, yeah. Good wrestling defense against the cage.
Great body awareness and control.
He's looking for that trip, and turns it on him.
Rinaldo trying to find his way.
Piccolo doing a great job just keeping that pressure on the cage. Looking to go for a double leg here, maybe single. He's reaching for that left leg of Rinaldo.
Rinaldo pushing on the head, and now he's just trying to land viciousness, impactful shots.
And he's got it after those 2 rounds. He's got to create some space and open up.
And you see there Rinaldo Piccolo trying to clasp his hands, thinking about that double leg, trying to get close. But you see Rinaldo spreading his legs apart to prevent that from happening.
Balancing on the fence here. This is a whole nother aspect of the game, man. This is an art just fighting off the cage. Look at this! Oh, come on!
And you hear the corner
out of nowhere.
Crazy.
It's switching arm bar.
Beautiful stop.
Can this be?
Very slick attack, but Piccolo gets out of it.
Shades of Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva, almost finishing this fight here in the final minutes after taking a beating. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, not at all.
Intense craziness out of nowhere.
Piccolo trying to advance, moves to cross side again, back into mount, but no, caught.
The worst part about it all for Rinaldo is that he's still fighting from behind here. He still has 1 minute to try and finish this thing. That's maybe the only way he can win.
He's trying to create some space to get out from underneath Piccolo, but
of course,
I don't know if
that's tough right now.
You know, it's a little too late, I think.
Yeah.
He's got to do something. He's got to go right now.
Even with 40 seconds left, there might not be enough time. And if this goes the distance, it's going to be going to the red corner, we got to imagine. Almost back to full guard here, though.
Final 10 seconds of the round and the match, and a great battle between these two amateurs.
What a fight!
Chance of Daniel ringing through the venue here in Windsor.
What a showcase here at MMA Rising Stars. Ali Rinaldo looks exhausted, rightfully so, but nothing to be ashamed of it for him. I mean,
not at all.
That would have been one of the craziest finishes, just given the first 2 rounds, for him to pull that off at submission, even just the threaten you. Got this crowd even more excited than they were from the start. Thank you to these two for putting on quite a show. You have to imagine that Daniel Piccolo's hand will be raised here in a few moments as we await the official decision.
Ali Rinaldo had his moments throughout the contest, but more of those moments belong to Daniel Piccolo. Who had a tremendous game plan, wasted no time trying to drag his opponent to the ground where he had the advantage in the superior grappling, especially top control, being physical.
It's a beautiful thing to see unfold from start to finish, and who knows when they even started this game plan, but to see a game plan actually come to fruition like that, it's what the sport's all about. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see. And it worked for Daniel Piccolo.
We are awaiting the official decision, where some of the judges are having a difficult time, perhaps. Did they see something we didn't see?
Maybe something different. I mean, they got the best seat in the house, that's for sure. We got the second best, but you see, you got TJ Laramie discussing with his corner as well. And we await the official decision.
Yeah, see the ghost gross there.
Figured this one would have been a quicker.
Yeah.
But maybe, you know, we don't know everything. We're not that much of experts. We just have opinions, that's all.
I mean, the first round, I guess, was the closest round.
100%.
I think that second round, there was no debate that Daniel Piccolo won that round.
Indeed.
Is the third round of the debate? Okay, I guess the results are in. We know who will leave the cage victorious.
It's a tough decision to make. We're going to find out right now. Send it over to Kayla Rowe for the official announcement.
These fighters bring you a 3-round war. After 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the scorecards. First judge scores about 30 to 27. The other 2 judges scored about 29 to 28. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner.
No surprises there. Daniel Piccolo with a unanimous decision victory, a hard-fought battle. Standing by with Garrett.
Talk to me about this fight and your thoughts on your performance tonight.
Well, the first time I made fights, so fantastic experience. Big gas right now, my head hurts a little bit. But you know what? I definitely did enough, and I think I earned that dub. I'm just gonna come back, fight again, maybe do it in a more dominant fashion next time.
Talk to me about your training leading up to the fight tonight.
Oh man, you know, I'm IGN, MTC, we have the best killers in Canada. So every time I'm in there, I'm getting the absolute best experience I could possibly get. So, you know, it's always a fantastic experience, and I'm getting better every time I'm there.
Now tell me about your insane crowd back there.
Fantastic community. All my family, all my boys, all my friends support me along the way. It's easy to come in here and get that dub when you have that kind of support. So let's fucking do it.
Congratulations. Great performance.
It's been a great night of fights thus far. Still more to come.
No argument there, John. I mean, this has been exciting from the get-go, and it hasn't slowed down one little bit. We still have 3 more fights to go for you, getting into the lightweight division next before our and main event. Two debuting fighters from right here in the Windsor region, too.
We still have the 50-50 draw running around. Olivia collecting the money. She can use your cards as well. And you can go back and see Matt and talk to him a little bit about more of what they do. Before the main event, we will announce the 50-50 winner. So you guys don't take off. Before the main event, we have, let me see, 3 more fights to go. So before the main event. Fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for
Friesen making his amateur debut here in the lightweight ranks, representing Seng's martial arts in Kingsville. What can you tell us about Kings?
Well,
it was Seng, sorry.
Seng is a long-running martial artist in this region. He started Seng's martial arts out in Kingsville not too long ago, and it's really brought the sport out to the county here in the region. Our brothers on Lake Erie, this is Windsor versus everyone, and that includes them. We're going to see 2 local gloves on display here for the first time in the cage. Friesen steps in, he weighed in at 175 pounds this evening. Again, making his debut against another debuting fighter from the local region. And he's ready to go. He was here before they even called his name.
And I think one of the things we have to talk about, we mentioned it earlier, Alex Caparucci putting on great matchups, very competitive matchups.
Yes.
That are only going to serve these fighters very well.
Yeah, so it's a total benefit for them to come here and do that. Something I was actually talking about with Rinaldo before. It's like, we can't just repeat ourselves. We need to have a new learning experience every time we get in. And this guy personifies it, man. Debuting in amateur MMA right now, but we've seen him around these ranks in kickboxing, K1 style. We've seen him do pretty much everything, and now putting it all together as an MMA fight, representing Central Combat Sports. This guy has one hell of a world of potential as he hypes up the crowd on his way down to the cage. Weighed in at 161 today. A little bit of an advantage for him there. This is going to be a tight one, I feel.
Wow, the crowd clearly supporting Josh on his trek to the cage.
Accompanied by Randy Field, former Bellator MMA fighter. One of the many local professional fighters that have come out or are still fighting here in Windsor.
As we talked about, a very healthy fight community.
For everyone too. I mean, obviously the women on display with Randy Field, Brandon Marcos, just to name a few, and the sport ever growing here this evening.
Just enjoying his time before he gets inside of the cage. And I think it's very important that these athletes try to enjoy the walk.
Yeah, drink it all in.
Yeah.
Man. Again, he's been inside the kickboxing ring. He's been in the gym many times. This is a new experience. And he does look very calm. It looks like he's thriving in this environment, right? But everything makes a big difference. Everything counts. Even that walkout. You want to remember that walkout. That first time you get to do it, compare it to every single time.
Got to control the nerves, these athletes.
It's got to be nerve-wracking.
Yes.
I mean, I get nervous just watching a fight, getting ready to call a fight or something. These guys are putting, let's face it, they're putting their lives on the line.
Right? All the marbles.
Every single time.
Some sort of delay. Bastien waiting to get inside of the cage, having a dialogue with the members of the Ontario Athletic Commission.
Love. Tighten them up, hopefully, and we'll be on our way here.
And again, I think these are the type of things that can serve a fighter very, very well, because you didn't anticipate this.
No, you thought you were all ready to go.
You're going to go inside the cage. Next thing, so how come I'm not in there? So it's going to add to your toolbox if you continue to progress in the world of combat sports.
This is a small little learning experience, as we've been talking about all evening. Even the littlest thing like this, to wrap your gloves correctly and be prepared.
Okay, they just need to, they're just wrapping the gloves. The commission will give the seal of approval.
MMA Rising Stars as we await this entrance into the cage. Looks like we're just about ready. MMA Rising Stars, the next generation of combat sports starts here on MCC Windsor's YouTube channel. This is Windsor versus everybody. This is our first MMA Rising Stars. We hope to see this grow and grow. And I think we'll see Josh Bastien back here. This is his first of likely many more to come.
He looks like he is ready to go.
This will be 3 rounds in the lightweight division. To my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 157 pounds, making his debut in the cage tonight, representing Seng's Martial Arts and Kingsville, Ontario. Put your hands together once again. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing 156 pounds, making his debut in the cage tonight, representing Central Combat Sports and Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for John! Fighter instructions.
All right, gentlemen, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now.
The two fighters touch gloves. This bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Ryan Friesen in the blue wraps. Josh Bastien in the black with red wraps.
I think we're set for another exciting fight. Folks, if you're watching at home, you're from Windsor, you can come watch these fights. Stay tuned for the next one. They shake hands, touch gloves, and we're underway. A big kick to start it off. Big shot to the body. A nice catch and right down to the ground for Bastien. He settles into that combat position.
Is he going to stay here, or is he going to back away? Is he going to engage in the mixed martial arts realm?
Tough spot against the cage in a sense for both. Ryan Friesen tries to wrestle up there.
Bastien with the knee in the middle.
Little reach advantage for Ryan Friesen.
But it seems like a flow advantage for Bastien in the early stages, certainly.
Definitely looks like he has this thing in control
You
here.
see him saying no. But Friesen storming back. Mouth a little gape. There was another low kick.
We talk about the intangibles a lot, John. Josh Bastien has a lot of it. You just can't put your finger on it, you can't point it out, but he's just got it sometimes, you know?
Well, he's certainly not afraid of anything coming his way.
And he's going forward.
Outside, inside leg kicks. Looking for feints, and wow, nice sneaky left hand gets through.
Right on the nose. Ryan Friesen, not back. Oh, there's a big right hand
knee up the midsection. You see what Bastien is capable of. He possesses some serious firepower.
Pure strength from Josh Bastien. Slow it down a little bit. Working off the cage is Ryan Friesen back into the center here.
Good choice by Friesen. Trying to get into the open playing field, trying to get a reaction there. Some feints being used by the two combatants. Nice middle
shot to the body again. Friesen a little hesitant to step forward earlier, and that cost him now back in the center here. He's got to keep pressing forward.
Bastien moving his head nicely. Friesen again targeting that lead leg. Bastien trying to go up high, misses the mark with that round kick.
Almost caught that one.
Nice choice going to the body.
Very wise choices from Josh Bastien so far, going up, down, and to the ground.
And attacking, looking for that liver shot. Under 30 seconds remaining in our opening round. Bastien trying to get into that flow state. Attacking that liver, and then goes up high.
Keeps following it up with big shots in the last 10 seconds of the first round here.
Try to end things in the first. Really turning up the intensity, but the sound
round for Bastien. You got to give him that one. But you also got to give credit where it's due to Ryan Friesen. A lot of fighting that dog.
Yes.
And you don't think that he's going to quit anytime soon. Doesn't seem phased by any damage you may have taken in that first round.
Not at all, but the flow state is a real thing. And Josh Bastien seems like he's getting into that flow state. You just saw his facial reaction, smiling. It's like, okay, I'm where I should be.
The first round usually is kind of a feeling out process, you know, like we saw it a little bit, but it got going quick, right? So now the second round, we can't anticipate it to be completely different potentially. Only one way to find out, and that's right here on NPC Windsor's YouTube channel. I'm Dracamore, joined by John Ramsey. What a night of a fight that's been. Two more to go after this, and crazy to think like this could be a main event fight right now. Two more to go here.
Ryan Friesen has got to change the temperature of this fight by moving forward and landing and getting some respect from Josh Bastien. Friesen has got to land something impactful as he's just putting that jab out there, switching stances. Nice check hook by Bastien, catching the kick, and another left hand goes to the body.
That left hand did a lot of damage.
Very powerful shots by Josh Bastien, and the end could be in sight. Constantly going, and that is it.
The towel's been thrown.
The commission has seen enough.
Someone stop the fight. I think it must be a commission to blow a horn like that.
Sensational. Arguably the best performance of the night thus far. Josh Bastien thrilling the crowd. They are on their feet. Take nothing away from Ryan Friesen. He fought his heart out. Tonight belongs to Josh Bastien.
One tough young man. You can tell he didn't have that fight to stop. He's devastated right now that it was called early like that. But a clean and near perfect display from Josh Bastien. As we said at the top of this fight, he's got a world of potential ahead of him, and it just got hit right.
And he sensed it. You could just see him in between rounds saying, oh, I'm good.
And even that very moment where he started, like it got wild, he started pressing towards us here in this corner, John, and he knew that could have at least potentially been it. Trying to open up a little bit and see what happened. I don't think anyone anticipated it to be a stoppage like that. Look at Ryan Friesen. He's devastated. He wanted to keep going. It could have ended ugly. Well, that's the name of the game, man. Safety is safety. Exactly. This would be a lot different in the world of UFC or something, but one day Josh and Ryan might find themselves there, and we'll let that happen when it's done.
Today is not that day.
No,
it's all about safety for these athletes.
We want to go forward with the sport, not that. We've been there so many times. You mentioned kind of the struggle it is in Ontario to put on these events, and we want to have a clean repertoire with everyone involved in MMA. I think we certainly do. We've been putting on one heck of a show here in Windsor.
Yeah, I agree.
Official decision announcement upcoming here as the two fighters embrace. Sign of respect and sportsmanship on display again here. Josh Bastien and Ryan Friesen.
No need for the judges. Rowe will render the decision. Make it official.
Five exhilarating MMA fights and two also very exciting grappling matches in the books. It's official here for MMA Rising Stars, but we still got two more to go. Our co-main event is coming up next in the welterweight division, and we're going to end it off in a light heavy. here we go for our official announcement.
All right, let's hear from both these fighters. Make some noise for these guys being here tonight. Working really hard. Your winner with 1 minute and 35 seconds in the first round by Piccolo. Make some noise for John! All right, Josh, congratulations. You came in here looking for that W right from the opening bell. Talk to me about your performance tonight.
I think it was a little bit of a slow start, honestly. I got a little bit winded in the first, just the adrenaline kicked in too hard. The second round, we found the openings and got the job done.
Were you surprised at how tough he was? I mean, you're doing some great striking. He was tough. He was coming back at every end.
Yeah, he's an amazing competitor. I'm very thankful to share the cage with him. I mean, he took some big shots, so good for him.
Talk to me about your training leading up to the fight tonight.
I had a sober summer, training all summer, every day. Very few rest days, just rigorous training, put in months of work for this. So it's just amazing thing.
Who do you have to thank for this performance tonight?
Thank my family over here, showed up to support me. My friends, my teammates over here. And of course my coaches, Coach Manny, Coach Robbie, Coach Pete, the list goes on. And everyone at Central Combat Sports, come check us out.
Great performance tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And we keep the action rolling here in Windsor, Ontario.
Had an opportunity to get your 50-50 tickets.
All gas, no brakes for MMA Rising Stars.
This is our last call to go to the back where our helping heroes Bout.
Somebody's going to win a little bit of cash before we get to our co-featured contest.
There's so much going on here at the Serbian Centre in Windsor, Ontario. MMA Rising Stars, folks at home, yeah. 50-50 raffles, fights, grappling matches, good food and drinks available. So again, we thanked MTC and Lino Belcastro for putting this on, but we have to thank all of our sponsors too. There's a long list of sponsors that we've seen running on the broadcast feed so far. I don't think we'll have enough time to mention them all between now and the next fight, so we'll save that for later on. But it's all about everyone that makes these things possible. See Justin D. Wagner there on camera for a brief second, our head of production, executive producer of MMA Rising Stars, and we got to give him a huge shout out and thank, because look at the quality of production we're putting on here now at MMA Rising Stars. Again, big shout out again to Kara Rowe, bringing out to there we are, John. Let's give a little wave to the crowd and everyone at home. Get ready for our co-main event.
Our Rising Star Next Generation sponsors, Sylvan, helping Heroes, BioSteel, Penalty Dots, Hot Tubs and Spa, Child Cafe, Team Gorn Remax, Concord Construction, Dominion Collision, Bikini Wax Bar, Fight Bonus, the Demore Group, and Uniform 444. Tonight wouldn't be possible without your support. Thank you guys so much. For the next fight of the evening, brought to you by Fight Bonus and Dominion Collision. Making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for Austin VanSickle.
Our co-main event of the night, Austin VanSickle representing the Hammer, Hamilton, Ontario, and Hammer BJJ making his amateur debut. Here he weighed in at 163.4 pounds.
Not much is known about Austin VanSickle, but we're going to find out just exactly who he is very soon. He's got a big task in front of him with another local boy that we've seen here at the Serbian Centre in Wind City martial arts extravaganzas and showcases. But Austin VanSickle is not going to back down from any challenge. He never has and never will. We know that. That is pretty much all we know about him. Coming down from the Hammer, as you mentioned, John, representing Hammer BJJ. You know he's a tough guy coming from those parts, that's for sure.
Intense look on his face as he is about to step inside of the cage. Instructions from the official as he steps inside the cage.
Stomps him. Stomping his way in from the Hammer.
Austin VanSickle would love to stomp Garrett Gagnier, the Butcher. Will be fighting with the crowd on his side as he is representing MTC here in Windsor. He has already been inside of the cage, so he has that experience, which could be a massive factor.
Indeed. I mean, this guy's got a world of potential. We've seen him here in kickboxing exhibitions, countless of them, where he's pretty much always in control, dominant, and putting on a show for everyone here at the Serbian Centre. He did make his debut in amateur martial arts just last month, John. He did lose via rear naked choke. That was back on July 12th. But again, that experience is so vital every single time you move forward in this sport. So 171 pounds for Garrett, the Butcher Gagnier, another local boy. I feel like this one's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be a brawl here in the welterweight division.
Some more Aussie love.
Got him.
Heard this one earlier and I kind of forgot about this one. This is a sleepy banger. I'm not sure if the fighters got a walkout song choice, but I would not be complaining about
this one, especially for the Butcher to be walking out to this one. Carve up some ham.
We'll tell you, Austin VanSickle with his meanest look, trying to mean mug his opponent before he gets in the cage.
This fight brought to you by Dominion Collision and Fight Bonus. This is going to be 3 rounds in the welterweight division. To my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 163 pounds, making his debut in the cage tonight, representing Hammer BJJ and Hamilton, Ontario, actions.
All right, gentlemen, you want to go to that. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If I say stop, stop. If you want to touch gloves, do so now.
We talked about Austin VanSickle staring down his opponent, John. Head games is part of it. It's part of almost every sport, every game, and it could be huge. But will it get into the head of the butcher?
Piccolo, your third man inside of the cage. This bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Austin VanSickle and the orange shorts. His adversary, Garrett Gagnier, in the dark. And it is Gagnier getting the attention of VanSickle early.
Big left hands from the butcher.
VanSickle moving forward. Punches and kicks. Big swiping right hand by the butcher.
And he grabs him. Look at him going for a trip there. VanSickle, he's coming in with some intensity too, and he's calm, man. He's ready to brawl, it seems like. A little bit of a slower pace than we've seen in some of the other fights. But again, some more experience for these two. Even though VanSickle making his debut as an amateur, you could tell it's not his first day on the job.
Trying to hammer the rib section.
And look at that.
Taking it out of the butcher.
Place him right down where he wanted. Grab both of those legs, bind them together. Look at that.
Not ideal.
Not at all.
Not
trying to sink in those hooks. He's got one.
Looking to end things in a hurry.
He almost had to choke there, but
going into good position. Controlling the back now is Gagnier. Controlling that wrist, trying to break his opponent down.
Wise as VanSickle tries to get up, using that arm, successful to get his feet out.
Good for him, but now targeting that single leg again is Gagnier.
Good wrestling against the cage, this is where you want to use it.
VanSickle momentarily thinking about wrapping that head around for the guillotine, but it looks like he's going to go for a ride, and yes, he does. Austin VanSickle sat down. The takedown of Garrett Gagnier. Just over a minute remaining in round one. Gagnier not looking to secure the hooks.
Too high.
Not ideal.
He was too high there. No hooks in, he was high on his back, on his head, better yet. VanSickle was able to just dump him off by standing
and
up.
VanSickle didn't take advantage of that.
No, that was the one flaw there in that move. He should have done exactly what Garrett Gagnier does, maybe go for a takedown. Oh, look at 3 takedowns in this first round for Garrett Gagnier. That's huge.
And will Gagnier continue to try to look for the rear choke, this time by securing a hook?
30 seconds remain here in this first round of 3. Garrett Gagnier in control right now. It's been a fairly tight fight in this first round, but you got to give it all to Gagnier with 3 takedowns, controlling the back, just controlling it. But VanSickle's still in there, that's for sure.
Certainly, in the first minute or so, it seemed even, and then Gagnier started to really forge ahead.
Sometimes you come in thinking you're gonna start slow and pick it up, and all of a sudden you just got to start going intensely. That's what we saw from Gagnier. A weird finish there. But you got to give him that first round with all those takedowns.
I have to agree with you. You have to remember, we are not the officials. We're just making our assessment.
And so much is going on at once,
That's right.
So when you look back at it, obviously those takedowns stick out.
Yeah.
It's sometimes hard to tell, how many, if any, shots are actually landing. We've seen a few wild ones, but really it was the grappling that really told the story in that first round.
But as you pointed out, we're not the judges, and if one of these judges are closer and they saw a couple of shots land for VanSickle, it's like, I was actually closer to the action. Those landed, and when the takedowns manifested, there was no real damage. Now, because it's amateur, you hit it to the head. So that can have an impact.
Where every single one counts and it adds up. You just don't realize it as it's happening. We're going to see that play out here in the second round. VanSickle will look to get into that category. He wants to do as much damage as possible after taking some in the first.
Garrett Gagnier already off the stool, ready to go.
Wants to get right back to where he left off, I have to imagine.
Yeah, VanSickle with a nice little bounce as he is ready for round 2. Great more John Ramdeen, your broadcast team here in Windsor, Ontario. Bad intentions with those punches by Austin VanSickle.
Nice left hook.
And a right hand scores for Gagnier. Another one. VanSickle just firing, winning.
Yeah, they're answering back and forth though right now.
More than one, though. More than one.
Oh, a nice inside shot by VanSickle.
Tell VanSickle's a brawler, boxer.
Another good choice.
That's going to be his detriment right there.
And a big deep breath on the ground by Austin VanSickle.
Not where he wants to be. Which is strange, representing Hammer BJJ. Obviously, you have to imagine they're more proficient in the grappling.
Gagnier trying to advance his position. Trying to make it as uncomfortable as possible for Austin VanSickle as he hammers away to the body.
Having a well wrestling base can go so far, and we're seeing that right now with Garrett Gagnier. Again, this is his 4th takedown, not even halfway through this fight.
And he's trying to get that head and arm choke. You see him right there.
It's deep. It's deep, but can he get that angle that he needs?
And there he does indeed! Garrett Gagnier with the 2nd round submission victory. Thrilling the crowd here in Windsor, Ontario.
He redeems himself with a submission victory, proves his record to 1-1. You have to imagine it's going to get a little bit greener for him going forward.
Awesome stuff from both athletes.
Honestly,
really.
yeah. Austin VanSickle, again, has nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to really change, just to improve on those little things.
It's amateur. These guys don't have a whole lot of experience in the amateur mixed martial arts realm, and that experiment is unfolding right in front of our eyes, and it's happening to them in real time.
No matter what happens tonight or happens in our main event coming up next, folks, no competitor should leave hanging their head for any reason.
I just love how competitive these fights are.
Yes, this has been amazing matchmaking. I'm not even being biased or trying to, like, it's not even like, hey, Alex, are you listening? Like, I'm serious. This has just been pure value. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're in Windsor, there's more than just fights going on here, but just for fights alone, that is worth the admission. I'm going to send it over to Kara Rowe.
Winner with 1 minute and 14 seconds in the 2nd round. By tap out, head and arm, drag the choke. Put your hands in the good.
Garrett standing by with your victor.
Congratulations, Garrett. Talk to me about your performance tonight, your thoughts.
I'm happy to come back from my first defeat that happened roughly a month ago, so it's definitely nice to get the win.
Talk to me about your opponent. He's a tough guy, and you pulled off a really great choke.
Yeah, he was really amped up in the back. I was getting kind of nervous, so that messed with my mental a little bit, but I stuck with the game plan, and I got the win.
You definitely have a great team behind you to get you mentally ready, guys that have been to the big show. How much does that help get you ready for something like this tonight?
Oh man, all those guys, Kyle, TJ, Tony, Cedric, Reno, all these guys, man, they all play like a partial role in coaching me. And tonight I think it all just came together for the win.
You have some great friends and family out here tonight cheering you on. Talk to me about your support tonight.
Hey guys, I'm happy to get the win in front of all my friends and family. Thanks for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the show. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, give me a couple of minutes. We're going to make sure we can get your 50-50 because we have one fight to go. So we'll give you an opportunity to get your tickets out. Ooh, we have cash and tickets. Okay, get your 50-50 tickets out. The winner gets $590 cash. So that means 590 going to our helping heroes. Pretty exciting stuff. So Olivia, I'll hold it. You do the honors to your amazing organization. Get your tickets out.
Okay, for 50-50, it's 0, 0, 0, 5, 1, 2. 0, 0, 0, 5, 1, 2.
All right, $590. Thank you guys so much for participating in our 50-50 for helping heroes, helping our veterans. Such an important cause. 512, congratulations. Thank you to all of you who participated in the 50-50 draw. To bring out the fighters. This will be 3 rounds in the light heavyweight division. First up, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. Put your hands together for Texmo.
It is for all the marbles, our main event of the evening.
It's what it's all led to. It's what it's all about. Love to say it. We're going to see it all unfold here. 3 3-minute rounds. Light heavyweight division, the biggest noise we've seen.
And that's what everybody loves, right?
Oh yeah, big meaty men slapping it around. That's what we want to see. That's what we came for. This one's got potential for everything under the sun.
First man to the cage, Joel Texmo from the pen in Minising, Ontario. Looking for victory number 1 as an amateur mixed martial arts combatant.
0-1 so far. And here's a crazy thing about him, John, something I learned earlier today. He's also a pro hockey player. He played 6 games in the FPHL just last season for the Columbus River Dragons, and I confirmed with him, he's back next season.
Amazing.
It's so crazy. I was like, okay, let's see, maybe he's got a little junior background here. No, he's still going. So he's a dual athlete, to say the least. I mean, what a way to make a living playing hockey and fighting. I mean, you could just do that in hockey. Here he is.
Well, he probably has some hockey fight experience.
And of course, that does translate if you do it right. It sounds crazy, but it's true. And here we go, stepping back to the cage, looking for his first victory as an amateur.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Put your hands together for Nasser.
Nasser Ghannam looks to extend his winning ways and make it 2-0 as a mixed martial arts amateur competitor, representing the big gym here in Windsor, Ontario, MTC.
And I didn't find too much information about him, not being another pro athlete, but I did ask his coaches about him, and his boxing coach, as we see walking to the ring with him, Cedric Ben, said simply that he hits hard, raw, pure strength and power in his punches. So this is another great matchup for our main event. Two hard hitters with good experience, both looking for their second fight, looking to improve their records. This is going to be one heck of a fight. To end it off here on main event of MMA Rising Stars, Windsor versus everybody. I'm Drake Amore, John. Man, what a night it's been.
Holy smokes. And we know with the big men comes the big power. And it could be over in one punch.
One moment is all it takes. One opportunity. Are you going to take it or not?
Sometimes you got to create those opportunities.
Indeed, and that is where it becomes an art. Mixed martial arts, you got to find a way to find those pockets, find those circles to get in, do damage. You're taking nothing and making it into something. That is why it's an art.
Nasser Ghannam, the leaner of the two. How will that translate in mobility and speed?
Texmo with a few pounds on his opponent. Weighed in at 194. Nasser and Ghannam weighed in at 191. Mix them up. Yeah. Kyle Prepper lifting his one.
Saying goodbye to his team before he stepped inside of the cage. And it is time to do battle.
It is brought to you by the Memorial. This will be 3 rounds in the light heavyweight division. To my right, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 199 pounds, comes to us with 1 cage fight, representing the Pen and Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Texmo. To my left, fighting out of the red corner, weighing 191 pounds, also comes to us with 1 cage fight, representing NTC and Windsor, Ontario. Put your hands together once again for Nasser. And the referee with fighter instructions.
Nicalaou with final instructions here in our featured bout of the evening.
All right, gentlemen, we went over everything in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If I say stop, stop. If you want to touch gloves, do so now.
Texmo in the light shorts, his adversary. Ghannam in the dark shorts with the Star Wars logo. Hopefully trying to channel the Force.
Walk out with a victory. He might enjoy himself a nice Coke after with a Darth Maul on it or something. Yeah, those are popular right now.
Why would you kill Darth Maul?
I know. That's a whole nother topic. We got to focus on this. Our main event, and spoiler alert. Okay, now it's flying. It started off very slow.
A frantic pace, only seconds in.
The big boys can do anything. They can go, oh my!
Big side control position. A big impactful takedown. Let's see what Texmo has on the ground.
No strikes to the head, hey!
Ghannam
Continue.
warned about striking to the head. It's amateur.
Talked about that earlier.
Land those bombs on the ground, a knee to the ribs of Ghannam.
It's legal and very effective. Just breaking your opponent down. It's those annoying things in MMA. You know, you only assume to get like punch or kick in the leg or the face, and then you are on the ground getting kneed in the body. It's just unscathing.
Clock not moving right now, despite the fact that I guarantee we are witnessing live fighting.
Sure, the officials are counting.
The commission not concerned with what's happening on the screen. They have the stopwatch. Ghannam has full control.
Looking to isolate an arm, it looks like.
Looking for any appendage that's going to be flailing to grab a hold.
As Texmo might want to use that to distance himself. He kind of gives it up a little bit. And you see him here just like a praying mantis, just his two arms in there, but almost turning over. Got to watch the back there. And Ghannam doing a great job just keeping that pressure on and putting some damage to the body.
And you have to try a different path because it's not like pro where you can just sit up and rain punches to your opponent's head. You have to find a different path because that's not available in amateur mixed martial arts here in Ontario.
And no matter what, you just got to change it up. You can't just do the same thing over and over. Even though we're early in this one, you got to surprise your opponent at every moment you can get, or else he's going to figure out your game plan pretty quick. Right now, it's working for Nasser Ghannam. Just to hold him in this position will be enough to take this round at the very least.
And sap some of the energy.
Exactly.
Right?
Break him down, get him ready for the second. We've seen it earlier this evening, and then he fights. And Nasser looking to keep Windsor with a clean record this evening.
But it hasn't been easy.
No, not that it ever was, right? Every single fight has been a complete battle. I just realized that now when looking back at it, that all the Windsor fighters have walked out with a victory. Obviously one, not including any fighters from the local region. Final 10 seconds here as Nasser Ghannam has just been...
And he's still thinking about that head and arm choke in the dying seconds.
Well, let your opponent think you're going to go for anything at any time. Don't let them realize, hey, this is the final few seconds, so I'm going to lighten up a little bit. Absolutely not.
Pure dominance from Nasser Ghannam over the course of those 3 minutes. Joel Texmo, you see his cornerman, James Dalzal, BKFC fighter, giving him instructions. Round two about to get underway. Our featured bout of the evening here.
Maybe the most interesting we've seen so far. Even though Nasser's been in control of that first round, I really can't say that will happen again here in the second.
I'm sure Nasser, he would want it to happen.
Of course.
Texmo trying to kick up the middle. Nasser trying to get a reaction. Big swiping shots, looking for the takedown. Another kick up the middle by Texmo. Nasser looking for that big overhand right, just closes the distance. Getting chest to chest, imagine thinking about the takedown.
Absolutely, looking to maybe wrestle a little bit and just find something to grab onto to start to get your opponent to the ground, but it looks like Joel Texmo is just almost sitting down. Look at that, beautiful single leg off the wall. That's what they teach you in martial arts and wrestling, or better yet, in MMA. Rip it right off the wall.
And into a very dominant position.
It's exactly where he wants to be. It put him exactly where you want to go.
And then knees to the body. You see it right there, right in his own corner.
Oh, devastating. And there's nothing you can do about it if you're Joel Texmo at that point. Like, there's really no way to block that, defend it. You got to find a way to get out.
You got to get out.
Scramble it. Yeah, just shrimp as much as you can.
You can't just eat that
and
knee.
look at returning the knee. turn to your right side at the very least, but then he could just knee to the body, right? Like, he's got to get up and out of this ASAP. And look at Nasser, yeah, with the knee on belly, looking to move forward or
real dominant position.
Something. And that's uncomfortable if you're Joel Texmo, for a lack of better terms. And now to the full mount. Huge points in a very dominant position as we are now officially more than halfway through this fight.
And Ghannam, is he thinking about just staying here and wearing out his opponent? Is he thinking about submission, trying to soften up those ribs? Do you take the risk and go for an arm lock from the top, knowing that you've had relatively easy success with the takedowns? Do you know what I mean? Or do you just stay here?
At this point, I think you just stay here. I mean, it's too early on. I mean, if you want to have some fun with it, have some fun with it. But again, this is the early stages of the amateurs, right? Maybe in a pro, you might see, you know, a little bit of dynamics here. Nice, it's almost escaped.
It's like, you know what,
nice
the arm
bump.
is right there. Why not go for it? No risk, no reward, right?
At the amateur level, sometimes it's just that reluctantness, you know what I mean? Just a little hesitancy where it's like, it's so, and then you might watch this back, and before you even say it, he's like, oh, I should go for the arm. And he's like, I know, damn, that's where I should have went for it. And this is another aspect of what we do here, John, that is so vital for the fighters, to watch their fight back. A lot of places, especially back in the day, or still to this day, don't have that ability. You know, that's why you see a lot of folks in the crowd still recording with their phones.
Just over 10 seconds remaining in the second round.
Dominant showing for Nasser Ghannam in the first 2 rounds. 3 more minutes to go.
Joel Texmo clearly down 2 rounds. He is going to need a stoppage finish, in my humble opinion, going into the 3rd round.
It's going to take a lot for Joel Texmo in his corner to get back into this, but we've seen it earlier. We saw it back in another fight between Rinaldo and Daniel Piccolo, where Daniel Piccolo was in control for the first 2 rounds and almost a submission stoppage or victory for Rinaldo. It's possible. It's possible if you're Joel Texmo.
Bring us the rounds each time. Thank you so much. This is your 3rd and final round.
Joel Texmo has to deliver as much damage as he can with strikes somehow, or possibly find a way to get to the ground and look for a submission victory. It's the only way possible, because it's certainly 2-0 after those 2 rounds.
Yeah,
here we go.
He's got to go after.
Oh, big kick, but it doesn't work out for him.
Yeah. No risk, no reward, though,
Absolutely.
right?
That's what you got to go in and risk it all, especially at that point. He went for a big kick to the head, and it just kind of landed on Ghannam's shoulder, forced him back for an easy trip. And now look, almost in a crucifix position, trapping that right arm. Texmo is in trouble. He's fighting with 1 arm here, John.
What are the options if you are Ghannam?
Not much. As a serious question, like, is he allowed to punch and strike from that position on the ground? Not to the head, obviously, right? So it's a very tough way to be if you're Joel Texmo. A professional hockey player, dual athlete. He's trying to get up. But that's what they say, hey, just stand up. In jiu-jitsu, that's easier said than done. This is Nasser's game, but like the one guy, like, you might not want to roll with sometimes, you know. It's just going to be a bad time if you subdue to his pressure.
And you see Nasser, he's trying to be mean. He's got the forearm and the throat.
Oh, here's some shots.
Really just making things
and just a big
rough
boy.
ride.
Like, you know, that's the only thing. Like, you like rolling with everyone, but sometimes just like, you know, this is going to be a tough round with a guy like that.
And look at this, trying to target that head and arm choke.
Crossing those arms, trying to isolate one of them.
Trying to make something happen. Yeah, you see him trying to peel that arm up, trying to make that submission.
Got to get
he
underneath
abandons
and
on it.
clean it up, and look at this. Sorry, crawl it up so that you can isolate that arm. But now just open it up to the body a little bit. Not a bad idea, but then it gives Texmo the ability to have that reach too. He just can't get him off. He cannot get Ghannam off him in any way.
Soften up the body, let's go.
1 minute remains here. This light heavyweight bout almost rolls out.
Oh, and look at this. Texmo on top. He's got to do something.
Oh, wild kick just misses. Almost a few. Another one.
Spinning attack.
Almost a few submission attempts. Got him though. Look at that. Wrestling back to the ground. Hard to see here. He's got him. And side control just dominating him here. Texmo's legs against the cage.
Bring his head towards the cage.
Just over 30 seconds in the round and the match.
This could be how it ends, man.
And I have a feeling this is how it will end.
Complete control for Nasser Ghannam in this one. He's going to likely improve his record to 2-0 in just about 15 seconds. That's another full mount. This is a dominant display from Nasser. 10 seconds remain here in our 7th and final bout of the evening.
9th matchup of the night.
2 grappling matches in the books and 7 amateur MMA fights. The 2 embrace, shake hands, sportsmanship on display, what it's all about. And we await the official decision.
Which is academic, really, at this point. I think anybody that just watched those 3 rounds will be confident. But Nasser winning dominantly.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to argue it. Always like to see, as close a matchup as possible, but sometimes you've got to call a spade a spade. And we've said it time and time again, but if you're Joel Texmo, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, this guy's a dual athlete. He can do anything he wants. And this is just like, maybe it's another hobby for him, right? Maybe it's just something he just wants to get better at. This is the way that you get better, right? And that could help him in his professional hockey career, too.
Door waiting for the judge's decision. Results are in fact in. We send it up to Caro one more time for the result of our main event of the night.
Check out Mohammed Theo's pictures. They're always online. They're fantastic. And the MTC YouTube page to rewatch all the fights and see the action. After 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner, Ghannam!
No surprises there. Nasser Ghannam with the victory. Garrett standing by with your winner.
Congratulations, getting 3 rounds in the books. Tell me your thoughts on the fight.
Yeah, so going in there with not really too much of a game plan, just feel them out, and strike, wrestle, depends on how we react, and we can get able to business.
Talk to me about your training leading up to the fight tonight.
I thought I took it a little easy today. I injured one of my hip flexor. I couldn't use many sprints. But it doesn't matter, no excuses. You go in and handle business.
Friends and family here tonight, you want to thank, and teammates?
I'd like to thank my older brother, Shaquille, also known as Gabriel, Rinaldo, always with me and stands by me. I'd like to thank Seng, who's always with me and stands by me. My friend Kevin here, my training partner, he's always pushing me every day. Now my coach and training partner, pushing me every day. I'd like to thank Coach Rinaldo for the opportunity, Coach Cedric for the boxing tours.
Congratulations on the fight tonight. All right, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Rising Stars Next Generation, Reno Del Castro. Thank you so much for putting this on, giving these guys an opportunity.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
so hard, like
There we have it, another unforgettable evening here in Windsor, put on by Maximum Training Center. The next wave of MMA talent proved exactly why they belong in this sport, John. We saw heart, grit, determination, and moments that will be talked about long after the lights go down.
Yeah, it was a great night of combat sports. We got to see some really entertaining fights, as well as some promising prospects here in the amateur ranks who knows, one day they could make their foray into professional.
No doubt about it, man. Well, the future of MMA just got a little clearer and it's bright. We've seen so many fights here in Windsor and around Ontario and the world. Something just felt a little bit different today.
It was absolutely awesome, and it was a pleasure and an honor to be here.
Absolutely, I can only agree with that. So for everyone here at MTC MMA Rising Stars, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. More upcoming martial arts shows coming up. Until next time, I'm Drake Demore and John Rambine. Keep your hands up, chin down, and keep watching the Warriors of Tomorrow.